everybody, so we are going to make stargazing constellation cards and a telescope. So the first thing that you will need is a paper towel tube or a toilet paper roll, whichever one that you have in your house at the time. The printable constellation cards, so you can find this on our BUEI website and print it out. I printed it on cardstock, but if you have regular printer paper, that's all right. Just mount it on a piece of construction paper so that it lasts a little longer. And then a foam tray. It can also be a piece of styrofoam. The purpose of this is just to protect your table from pinning the holes of your constellation. And then for securing it at the end, a piece of yarn and a hole puncher. And scissors, of course. You'll need that for all of the crafts. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cut these out. So the first one I've got here is Andromeda. And now we've just talked about all of these, but Andromeda is a female Greek goddess, and she can be found in the autumn skies in the south. So you'll have to watch out till after summer when we have the different constellations, but this is Andromeda. Canis Major is actually a dog, and so there's actually a few other stars that are added to it to create the full dog shape, and he can be found in the southeast next to Orion. Southwest near Orion. It's okay. And then Cassiopeia and Orion. So Cassiopeia is also in the southern part of the sky. And Orion is my favorite constellation. He can easily be identified with his belt, the belt that you have right here. These three stars create quite a prominent line in the sky in the southwest. And he can be seen today, so maybe tonight if you go out, you can see Orion. And Canis Major is just off the side there. And actually the top star there and that star and one other create the winter triangle in the sky. And then the Little Dipper and the Big Dipper. So these are probably the most famous of the constellations. They can be found both sort of in the northeast, north. All right, so now you've got all of these cut out. I hope you've been cutting along with me. And you can. So you're going to take your foam tray and you're going to take your pin and you're going to pin a hole into all the stars. If it's a bigger hole, create a bigger hole. If it's a little star, create a little one. So the stars that are smaller are actually further away than the larger ones. And if you see a red star ever, so on Orion, the star right here, this star, is red. It's actually a dying star. And so it's been dying for millions of years, but because the light takes so long to travel to us, we're still seeing that light. So hopefully, I mean, it'll still be there in our lifetime. All right, you're going to pin a hole into all of these. Andromeda. I haven't seen Andromeda in the sky yet. I'm excited to have a look after the summer when the constellations change. But the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper and Orion is something that you can probably spot in every night sky. So I hope that tonight, if it's a beautiful evening, you'll go out there and look for them. And use those compass skills as well that you're going to learn. Great, okay, so I've got all my stars pinned. Now, I'm going to take my telescope. So I urge you to decorate it, right? Because this is ugly. You want to put some construction paper on it, or glitter, or paint, or pipe cleaners, whatever you have in your craft box to decorate. This one's mine. This is my telescope. So what you're going to do first is you're going to take your card, and you're going to put it up against the telescope, and have a look through. Put it up to the light, and you can see the beautiful constellation that's shining down the tube at you. So, and this is a really cool way to get your head around the shape that you're looking for in the sky. And another cool way of using this is if you make your room dark and you put your constellation cards in here and you take a flashlight and you shine it against the card, you'll actually see a little projection of those stars in your room. So try with different flashlights and see how big you can make that as a fun little activity for you to do at home. And the final thing I want you to do is, so that you don't lose all of your cool little constellation cards, is take your hole puncher and just punch a hole in it. See if this will go all the way through. And a piece of yarn or a key ring or a flashcard clip thing, whatever, just to keep them together so that they don't become junk. And I hope you enjoyed this, and let us know how it goes. And yeah, see you next time.